Can we put the blame game aside and discuss what we can do together as a society to fix this issue of rape? I mean, in just 2 days, we have had how many hashtags trending? It's been justice for Ua, and unfortunately, this morning we have woken up to justice for Baraka as well. A young lady that was stabbed when robbers went to her house, robbed her, raped her, and stabbed her. It's such a terrible thing because these are actually stories that we know about. There are those stories between these 2 days that have happened that we don't even know about because the victims are not strong enough to come forward and say this is what happened. And the victims were silenced by their rapists or silenced by their families who tell them, don't speak about it because you're going to bring shame to our family. What can we do together? My 2 cents. One, we need to really look into this issue of pornography because many people are now exposed to pornography. Let me start with the boy child. At a very early age, you see them actually watching pornography. They have phones and they don't have any parent or any grown-up actually checking what it is that they're watching. They have access to all these pornographic sites, and sometimes it is not even their fault because you log on to some sites and all these things are popping up. It's almost as if they're like bait. They're trying to pull these kids into this life, and we are so busy that we don't even have time to check what these kids are being exposed to. Imagine a child being exposed to porn from as early as 12 years of age. What do you think he's going to be doing at the age of 19 when he has seen all sorts of different pornographic videos, and they're looking for more things that are going to satisfy their urge? You can imagine watching porn so much that you don't even look at women like normal or men like men, but you see them like walking around naked, basically, even though they're fully clad, because your mind is so corrupt with all these things that you're watching and you're exposed to, and it has become so normal. I heard a case, I think that was last year, about this shop in Gombe where even tiny kids from as young as 10 years old that could go and access pornography. Yes, this was actually a radio show that I heard about here. I'm not making it up. But what am I trying to say? When they have access to porn, it really pollutes their mind so much that it makes them do so many horrible things. I mean, even the devil easily gets into their mind. Let's put all that aside. You have to have someone that these kids are comfortable coming, or these people are comfortable coming out to and saying, this is what happened to me, so person touched me, so person did this to me. We don't have that relationship with many of our kids, with our family members. We don't sit down and have those talks with them. It's okay for you to come out and say, this is what happened to me. We will fight it together. We will help you heal together. We don't have these kind of things. It's made such a taboo, these sex talks in families, especially in Arewa, where we don't feel comfortable enough to come out and say, okay, this is what this is about, this is what rape is about. Look at a woman with respect, look at a man with respect, because I'm speaking look at a man with respect as well, because men equally get raped. It's not just women that get raped. I mean, men just don't feel comfortable enough to come out and say that, look, I got raped. But we really have to have that conversation as families. We have to work together, have a voice, a united voice, and fight this thing. I think as well, many times from the schools, and I work in a school personally, so I can say this, many times from as early as primary 5, there's an introduction to reproductive system and protection from HIV and things like that. And parents are not happy when teachers are discussing these things. They don't want you to say anything about the private part about them. They don't want you to talk about it because they feel that the kids are being corrupted. But look, if you don't have this talk with your kids, they're going to grow curious. Why is it that they don't want me to talk about this thing? Why is it that they don't want to talk about this thing with me? And they most of the times fall into the wrong hands that teach them the wrongest things. You're the parent. You're supposed to stand up and you're supposed to be able to have this talk with them. You're supposed to be able to tell them, okay, from an early age, this person you shouldn't touch your private part. This is for you alone. I mean, the other day, I'll tell you a small story quickly. My nephew was around and he did something. We're playing a game, and then I hugged him and then I gave him a kiss on the cheek, and he froze and he told me, my mom said that nobody should kiss me. And at first I was offended, but then wow, I was so impressed. I was like, wow, okay, this is a good thing. And Actually, he went ahead to tell his mom, like, okay, this is what this person did to me. And she was like, no, this is your aunt. And I was like, no, actually, tell him that that's fine, because it's me. It's actually the aunts, the uncles, the extended family that are coming and doing all these atrocities. So it's a good thing for you to teach your kids this. I don't think that you can actually be too paranoid when it comes to these things. I mean, too paranoid when it comes to teaching them these things, teaching them to be good, that no one should touch them, no one should kiss them, and things like that. We need to work together. I can't tell you at what age you should start teaching your kids about all these things, but I think at an early enough stage you should be able to tell them one or two things. But if you have a child at age 12 that doesn't even know where babies come from, then definitely they're going to look for answers to such things. They're hearing things in school, even in Islamias, in Sunday schools, they're learning some things and they're going to grow curious. In Islamia's RK classes, they're going to be learning about ritual baths and things like that. And it's something that they're going to grow curious about, and they're going to ask questions. They'll ask questions from their friends. They'll ask questions from people that won't have proper answers for them. They're going to grow more curious, and they're going to go to the wrong places to get answers. Please, getting them young is very important. Starting to talk to them at a young age is very important. We need to talk to family, we need to talk to friends. Have you spoken to your son about this? Have you spoken to your daughter about this? Let's make this a point of ours to work on and eradicate together. Together, I believe we can do it, and we can raise a more peaceful generation.